Wallaroos versus Wales. Team news, key battles, and World Cup prep. Rugby Preview 2025. The anticipation is building as the Wallaroos face off against Wales in Brisbane, and the stakes are high, despite the rain that's expected to add an extra layer of challenge to the game. The weather forecast predicts between 8 and 20 millimeters of rain, which could turn the match into a wet and slippery affair. But here's the thing. These next two tests might not count towards the World Cup standings, but they're crucial for both teams to regain momentum and confidence. The Wallaroos have lost their last two tests, and Wales hasn't won a match since their winless run in the Six Nations. This is the perfect opportunity for both teams to kickstart their World Cup preparations. The last time these teams met at the 2024 WXV2 tournament, the Wallaroos emerged victorious with a 37-5 win. But this time, Wales comes with significant changes. A new coach, a new captain, and half the team is new, including 3 debutants. Meanwhile, the Wallaroos retain 12 players from their previous lineup against Wales. Chancellor will captain the Wallaroos for the first time, taking over for the injured Siokapesi Palu. The history between coaches Jo Yapp and Sean Lynn is also noteworthy, as they have faced off before in the Premiership Women's Rugby competition. Lynn has been working on toughening up the Welsh team, focusing on fitness, and even bringing in a former Rugby League player to enhance their collision skills. The return of tight head prop Sisi Tuipulotu is sure to test the Wallaroos forwards. Looking at the Wallaroos selection, Jo Yapp has gone back to a 5-3 bench split. There are a few changes, with Faitala Moleka and Michaela Leonard being rested, while injuries to Charlotte Caslick, Palu, and Faliki Pohiva have forced more adjustments. Flanker Chancellor takes the reins as captain, and Lydia Kavoa starts for the first time in the front row. The bench has some strong players, like Brianna Brown, Tanya Naden, and Eva Karpani, possibly even stronger than the starting lineup. In the locks, Annabelle Cody gets a chance to shine after resting Leonard. The back row changes were forced due to Palu's absence, with Chancellor stepping in and Piper Duck coming off the bench. Tia Hinds, a 7-star, will try to cement her place at number 10 for the World Cup. The centers remain consistent, with Georgina Friedrichs replacing the injured Caslick. On the wings, Desiree Miller continues her streak, while young Waiaria Ellis looks to prove herself again. At fullback, the 18-year-old Caitlin Hulse is a reassuring presence. The match kicks off on July 26 at 2 p.m. AEST at Ballymore Stadium, and fans can catch it on Stan. The Wallaroos lineup includes Lydia Kavoa, Catalina Amosa, Brady O'Gorman, Caitlin Linney, Anigo Cody, Emily Chancellor, Ashley Marsters, Tabuentuina Kauvadra, Lane Morgan, Tia Hinds, Desiree Miller, Trelene Pomade, Georgina Friedrichs, Waiaria Ellis, and Caitlin Hulse. Reserves include Tanya Naden, Brianna Brown, Eve Carpani, Ashley Fernandez, Piper Duck, Samantha Wood, Cecilia Smith, and Lori Cramer. Players unavailable due to injury include Charlotte Caslick, Sally Voisaina, Brianna Hoy, Atasi Lafai, Wedlani Nathan, Siokapesi Palu, Faliki Pohiva, Maya Stewart, and Bianataria. How will the Wallaroos perform under these challenging conditions? Will they be able to build momentum ahead of the World Cup? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Australia v Wales Women's Rugby Match Preview. This upcoming clash between Australia and Wales promises to be one of the most intense showdowns of the summer. Both teams are eager to prove themselves ahead of the Rugby World Cup. But here's where it gets controversial. Wales, ranked 10th globally, faces 6th-ranked Australia in a battle that could define their path to success. And this is the part most people miss. Wales haven't beaten Australia since 2024, but they're determined to change that. The match will take place at Ballymore in Brisbane on Saturday, July 26th, kicking off at 5 BST. Fans can watch live on BBC Sport Online and BBC iPlayer, or listen to Radio Wales, Radio Cymru, and BBC Sounds. This is more than just a game. It's a high-stakes test for both teams as they prepare for the World Cup in England next month. Wales aim to follow in the footsteps of the British and Irish Lions in Brisbane, but they're not without challenges. Under head coach Sean Lynn, the team has been working tirelessly to improve after finishing bottom of the 2025 Six Nations. Their goal? Secure a first win under his leadership. Australia, meanwhile, is looking to build on their strong form, having dominated Wales twice in the past year, once in a 31-24 victory at Rodney Parade, then in a crushing 37-5 defeat in Cape Town. But here's where it gets tricky. Wales are fielding a mix of new faces and experienced players. Captain Emily Chancellor steps in after an injury, replacing Siokapesi Palu, who was sidelined. Ashley Marsters will become Australia's most capped player with her 40th appearance. Meanwhile, Wales are resting co-captain Kate Williams, giving debutant Alex Callender her first start at number 8, a position she's never played before. Australia's coach Jo Yapp, a familiar face to Wales fans, admits the team isn't at their peak. We've had to make changes due to injuries, but that also gives opportunities for other players, she said. Emily Chancellor is a natural leader, and she's worked closely with Siokapesi throughout the season. For Wales, Lynn is focused on progress over perfection. Saturday will be a real test to see where we are, he said. We're not the finished product, but we're making good progress toward the World Cup. Looking at the numbers, Australia holds a dominant edge. They've won 7 out of 8 meetings with Wales, including a 31-24 win in 2024. Wales, however, have nearly 40 professional players compared to Australia's mix of full-time and part-time squads. The key stats? Australia is ranked 6th, Wales 10th. Since last September, Wales have only won 1 of 7 games, while Australia has taken 4. But history shows Wales can rise to the occasion, just not without a fight. The lineups are packed with surprises. Australia's Caitlin Halsey will lead the attack, while Wales's Alex Callender will make her debut at number 8. On the bench, Cecilia Tuipolotu returns after a hamstring injury, and Tilly Vuchok is set to make her senior debut. For Wales, Noel Metcalf and Kelsey Jones will play crucial roles, with Metcalf earning her 50th cap as hooker. The match will be anything but friendly. Both teams have a lot to prove. What do you think? Will Wales break their losing streak, or will Australia dominate once again? Share your thoughts in the comments below. After all, rugby is as much about the crowd's energy as it is about the players on the field. How Wallaroo's Cramer is key to World Cup success. In a dramatic turn of events that could redefine the Wallaroos World Cup destiny, Cramer, the team's indispensable asset, found herself at the heart of a sevens shakeup. This isn't just any ordinary sports story. It's a tale of resilience, adaptation, and the power of one woman to alter the course of a national team's hopes. Rewind to 2 years ago, when Cramer, a seasoned veteran, was faced with a daunting challenge. The Wallaroos were experiencing an influx of fresh talent from the Rugby 7 circuit, a phenomenon that threatened to overshadow her seasoned expertise. But here's where it gets controversial. Could a seasoned player like Cramer keep up with the pace and intensity of these newcomers? And this is the part most people miss. Cramer didn't just survive the shakeup, she thrived. Her unwavering commitment and strategic prowess not only secured her place in the team, but also bolstered the Wallaroos' World Cup aspirations. This isn't just a story of personal triumph. It's a testament to the value of experience in the face of youthful exuberance. For those seeking unlimited access to the full narrative, including exclusive insights and behind-the-scenes moments, a subscription awaits. Join us to delve deeper into the strategies, the sweat, and the spirit that defined the Wallaroos' journey. But the intrigue doesn't end there. This story raises a critical question. In a sport where youth is often celebrated, what role does experience truly play? Is it possible for seasoned players to adapt and lead in an era dominated by newcomers? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments section. More from National Sport News. We bring you daily updates, curated by our dedicated news team. Stay tuned for the latest developments in the Wallaroos World Cup campaign and other gripping sports stories from around the globe. Whether it's your morning news fix or an evening update, we've got you covered. Remember, this isn't just about sports. It's about the human spirit, the will to overcome, and the power of unity. Cramer's story is a beacon of hope for all those who dare to dream and defy the odds. Subscribe now to be part of this inspiring journey.